Welcome to round 4 of the Sunway Sitges International Chess Festival. The action is already on the way, so let's head to Angelica in the studio for all the highlights.
Welcome, dear viewers. It's highlight show of the Sitges International Chess Festival here on the wonderful sea coast. It's round number 4 already, and we have some guests already here with us in the studio. I'm joined by Grandmaster Lidi. How is it going for you? How are you doing here? How is Sitges treating you?
It's very good. It's my third time to come here.
Oh, amazing.
My first time was in 2019, and second time is last year.
Oh, so like last year you liked so much after pandemic and everything, and you decided to come back. I've seen you have such a huge Chinese community here. It's like national team of China coming to participate in Sitges. You're always having dinners together, breakfast. Are you also analyzing together? Because I saw some of you are playing against each other in this round.
Cohesion is very important in China, I think. So we are good friends.
But also, how comes it when you have to play against each other over the board? Like close to your board, there was a board of two of your, so to say, teammates playing against each other.
The third board, you mean?
Yes, exactly.
Yes, two Chinese players was fighting.
But then after the game, they're going to have dinner and just relax as always. That's the team spirit. That's how you treat the chess friends behind the board and over the board just playing. All right, so let's go to your game. Today you had a tough opponent. Let's talk a little bit before how were you coming into the game, because you're playing against the youngest international master in the history of chess. He just beat yesterday a strong player from America, FIDE master. Yes.
Yeah.
How did you feel playing against him?
When I saw the chess result, a little bit astonished. My opponent only 10 years old. That really.
And he's already international master.
Yes. Actually, I never heard before, so I have a little bit preparation in the openings.
Let's go to the game. Okay. How much did your preparation last for? Like, let's go maybe straight to the critical moment in the game.
Yes, Rook G1 is a new move.
Yes.
Actually, I'm so excited because when you first guys in the world to play a new move in the opening. I
see here that CD5 was mostly played, and the Rook C1 is some...
CD5 was
CD5,
the best move.
Exactly. CD5, Bishop E2, all the moves are played, Rook D1, Rook C1, but Rook G1 have never been played before, and you're coming up with this novelty, so you prepared this, right?
Yeah, so I'm a little afraid he doesn't play B6.
Oh. Because that's what you knew, right?
Yes.
So you were counting on him going for B6 and Bishop B7.
Rook G1
and here, what would be the best move? Because I see Bishop B7 was not the best option, apparently, according to our engine. But
probably C5. C5 was the best move.
So all of this is in your preparation, in your files. Okay, I see. But he went... okay, maybe just shortly you can show if you want. If you want to uncover secrets.
G4.
Oh, you're hanging everything, basically. just letting everything be under attack in the center?
Yes, take. C takes D4, knight D4.
I see takes D4, knight D4.
And Bishop B7. Lancaster or G5 to variation.
Yeah, because you always have this idea of this hook, and it's very nice. But at the same time, your king is in the center.
Yes.
Yeah, very interesting position. But okay, let's return to the game. Let's go back. He went for Bishop B7. So did you know that it was already a bit not really correct way to approach the position?
I don't know Bishop B7's move, but I'm sure C5 was equal, but Bishop B7 white has a little advantage.
Is it also like this when never your opponent plays a move which was not the best according to your preparation? You know, okay, now there should be slight advantage.
You don't need analysis preparation, too many variation, but you should know the how big advantage of you.
That's of course
G4.
very important. So you went for G4. This is a whole plan, of course, of Rook G1 going G4 and G5.
Yes.
He went Knight H7,
Knight
which is
H7
logical.
is an interesting move.
It looks very logical, right?
Yeah.
Stopping G5, also offering the trade of the bishops.
Bishop G3. Knight G5. Okay, and in this position, I was calculate Knight D2, but I think the position is not easy to control. C5 and H4.
And then you're still pursuing your G5 idea.
Yes, C takes D4, it takes D4, and
Knight has to go.
Knight is H7 or Knight E4. I'm not sure.
Knight H7.
Knight E4.
Knight E4.
Yes.
Is it losing a pawn, or you cannot take the pawn? Probably there is going to be a problem with D4 if you take. Is it?
Yes, take. I'm not sure this
take.
position.
Yeah.
Probably this variation advantage is bigger than live guy.
But okay, Knight G5 also looks logical because now you're coming with a tempo.
Yes, Bishop
So
G5.
okay, first you castle and then you go H4.
Yes.
So what was your point if Bishop takes on H4?
Take. And C takes D5 first and G5.
And
G5.
So now you would basically the black's queen doesn't have a way
Yes.
back.
Bishop D3. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, yeah, it's pretty dangerous to go
Pressure.
for, of course.
Yeah.
So Bishop E7 was logical move, just stepping away, but your advantage is just growing and growing in the position, and now finally you executed your plan with G5. How difficult was it to calculate all the lines here? Because
actually, I didn't calculate.
You didn't calculate. You
I
just
didn't
went
calculate. Just purely. Okay, after H5, I think he should play H5, but okay. After H5, I can play some King B1. Somehow I just play solid position because I have a high pawn structure king side.
You have so much advanced pawns and so much space.
Okay, just positional play. I don't want attacking again. Attacking or continue.
Of course. But then he took on G5, pawn takes.
And take.
And the bishop takes. And now you have just what you wanted for. Like you were playing for it. You have a G file fully open.
This position is much critical, I think.
Yes. So have you considered different moves in this position? What were your moves that you considered the most? I see bishop d6 was played.
Yes. I need to find a clear plan to continue attack.
Bishop e7, stepping back. And here?
f4, yeah.
And computer says it's a brilliant move. So you're leaving your piece hanging. This is the logic behind the brilliancy, right? So what happens if takes?
Rook g7 and take queen g2.
And you cannot escape, right? On f6 there is a checkmate.
Check.
So
queen
you have
g3,
to
queen
go
g4, and bishop d3.
Oh. If I go here, then still rook is coming
h1,
to h1. Wow, very nice, very nice. So he cannot take your bishop. Looks like at first that he can, but he cannot, and he goes f5 himself. So he's stopping your ideas of pawn coming forward. At the same time, probably there are ideas to defend the pawn on g7.
Yes.
Okay, and basically here attack
Bishop
was
e5,
rolling. Was there any other key moment in the game, like after this? Or it was all just, you were just rolling forward?
I think this position I should be win anyhow.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just if there was any critical moment, you can tell a bit later. But it looks like you're just simply attacking.
I don't think so.
I think the key moment was this f4 move, and then after that, you simply just continue to roll. Of course, your idea, rook g1, g4, was this is how the opening started. And just to scroll a bit the game, I mean, also playing this e4 move very nicely, putting the pawn very under attack, but you cannot actually
every pieces in attack.
yes, always. Just sacrifice. And it's very beautiful. He has a bishop pair, but the bishops are not really working with each other. Queen d7, he's trying to defend. You're remaneuvering your knight. And finally bringing the queen and win. Wow, very nice game. Very nice finish. So yeah, I mean, currently you have a 100% score, 4 out of 4. You win so far all your games. Were the previous games
very
for
lucky,
you?
Very lucky.
Very lucky, right?
Yes.
Previous games were not so simple like today's, or how did they go?
Not simple. Actually, in our country, we have an expression that when you today is my birthday, and when you birthday, you should.
Today is your birthday?
Yes.
Happy birthday! Congratulations! Wow.
When you play chess in birthday, you should carefully because always lost again birthday.
Oh, I didn't know this.
in our country, we have this.
But today you had luck.
Yes.
Because you're not in your country. That's why you win. But happy birthday to you. How old are you?
26.
26.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. That's a great location. That's
my first time come to Sitges was 20 years old.
And last year you were 25, and this year 26. So basically these 3 years you celebrate birthday in Sitges. That's amazing. Wow. And of course it's great. The best present you can get for chess player is to win the game. Oh, that's amazing. And also wanted to ask you, are you planning to participate, or have you participated in some side events here in Sitges? Did you play some Blitz, Bullet, or are you planning to?
Yes, I like to play Fischer Random. Very interesting.
Okay, looking forward to
that. But another Blitz game, okay, a little bit exhausted after the classical game.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for sharing the game, and also it's amazing, of course, coming here on the birthday. And okay, one more thing which I wanted to ask you. I mean, some of the players, here, they would like to play. They would like to win pentathlon.
Pentathlon?
Yeah, so basically it means playing all the time controls in the Sunway Sitges International Chess Festival, so including side events.
Yeah.
And this one of the players, Ilnika, he won the Bullet, and he was also playing in Blitz. And is it something that you did before?
I know that player, Golami.
Ah, yes.
He was played all the game last year. Blitz game, Fischer Random, Bullet, Night Blitz. I think he has strong energy.
Yes, very strong energy. And how do you enjoy this place, this location for the tournament? Because it's first year for me here, and I was so amazed. Yes, I was so amazed that you have the hotel on the sea coast. You have the room view like to the sea. You're playing with a view to the sunset, to the beautiful sea. Does it help you to play better chess?
Yes, I like running along the sea.
Ah, you're running?
This morning, yes.
Every morning?
No, each morning.
Only on your birthday, yeah?
Yes, separate one day.
All right, I see. So it helped you definitely.
Yeah.
So thank you so much one more time for joining, showing the game. One more time, happy birthday. Have a nice celebration here at the restaurant. Hope they have some nice food prepared for your celebration. Dear viewers, let's zoom in on the playing hall and see which games are still happening. While we do so, the video which you saw earlier of Fiona, that was the video from the beautiful winery which we were there today in the morning, and we have had the chance to look around at that wonderful vineyard. It's 15 arc each, and we would like to show you the so yes, so there was a beautiful so we go now to Fiona, actually. I'm sorry, Fiona. Let's go.
And I'm here now with Ritviz Parab from India, International Master. Ritviz, thank you so much for joining me. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, Fiona. Thank you for having me here.
And you just told me it's your first time in Sitges. Before we jump into your game, how are you enjoying your time here?
I'm actually enjoying a lot. It's a beautiful place and the food is really good. Like yesterday we had some Mexican cuisine and I enjoyed. There's a lot of cheese in the food here, so it's very tasty.
What made you decide to come here in the first place?
Actually, I was going to play Rilton Cup, so I needed a tournament to pair with it. So we decided on Sitges. Yeah. That's it.
Very nice. And let's talk about your tournament. You won today to move to 3.5 out of 4.
Yeah.
How satisfied are you overall with the start of your event?
It's okay. My play has been, I'd say, decent. And I've not played any strong players yet, but some young talented players, you know. And I think I did a decent job.
Fantastic. Well, you're actually our very first player to show a game here in the analysis room where there's a lot going on. But let's take a look at your game from today.
Yeah, sure. I hope I can meet your expectations.
Well, let's hope I can meet our expectations. We're doing this as a team, so let's have a look.
So I was playing, I think, a player from Austria, and he's 1900, but he's having like a dream run. He beat a 2300, and started with d4, d5, c4, e6, and knight f3. Then I prepared the side variation with a6. He gave some thought and he played c5, and now I did not know what to do because it was a surprise for me.
a6 is a move that Magnus likes to play, right?
Yeah, I think it avoids theory, and if white doesn't know what to do, then it can get a bit tricky.
So c5 was a surprise. What went through your mind?
Because I looked at it for like 10 minutes and I did not know what to do for c5. So I was thinking that b6 has to be the way. And I did not want to take bc6 because it becomes very dry. And I was considering c5 here. And this was the most interesting variation for me. And I thought queen b3 should be the best move here, trying to play b7. And I was thinking bishop b7 here. And I saw this move, bishop f4. And I couldn't find a way to, get this pawn back after c4. And I thought white should be the one who's better here. Then
it feels very risky to go for something like that, maybe especially against a lower rated opponent.
But later on, when I was thinking, I came across bishop d7. And I think this is the way to go because now, after bishop f4, there's c4. And I get the pawn back. But I did not see it during the game. Like, I saw it after I made the move. And I played knight f6, knight c3, and I reluctantly went for this takes, and he played bishop f4, and I do not like this position at all. It's very, very dry and boring.
What do you not like about it?
Bishop is stuck, then there's no imbalance in this, so if you want to create...
It's not a position, maybe it's not a bad position, but not against that type of opponent, is that what...
It's also something I don't like because I'm more of a tactical player and it's pretty dry. So
how did you make something happen here?
I didn't have to do much, my opponent helped me out. So e3, played bishop e7, bishop d3, I played b5, then he castled, bishop d7, so just normal developing moves, and he played knight e5 here. I can't take it, of course, d e5 and the knight will be trapped, so I castled. And he should have done something like queen e2 or knight e2, but he made a very bad move. He took knight c6, so the knight wasted 2 steps to take my, I'd say, bad knight, and my bishop is somewhat better now. And he made another waste move.
Still, it's very symmetrical and...
Yeah, but I can breathe somewhat in the position now. And he played h3. I think this is a bad move because it gave me the chance to, go on the offensive. After b4, now he played knight a4. I'm not sure of this because the knight is a bit awkward here. Maybe knight e2 should have been played. But he played knight a4, and I played the most natural move, queen a5. And now it's a bit tricky, This is what I wanted. So he played knight c5. So I didn't want to give the bishop, even though I get a pawn. Like, it's a bit tricky. Like I thought my king gets a bit weak after this, and I don't know what to do with this knight.
Suddenly the white bishop pair looks very mighty.
Yeah, and it's very easy for him to play. That's one thing. So I tried to make things a bit more tricky. Played bishop b5, and now a3 is the most, the critical move, and he went for it. And I decided to... Oh, sorry, he did not play this, actually. He should have played this. He should have played this. I was expecting it. Then I thought I would take here, and get into this position. And I thought I win a pawn here after queen c5. rook c1. And we get this position. And I take this. Because he takes the rook, I take the pawn back.
Very nice. Little Zwischenzug.
So, but it should still be equal, I think, But that's okay. He did not play it, so. Sorry. And we played. What did he play here? Played. Should be 5. He took here. So it's very strange. I did not even consider it. He played queen d3. He just wants to exchange pieces. And I think the most natural moves work for me. It's tricky, but take here. And then this pawn is weak, you see. And he doesn't get a3 in.
Actually, if I stop you here for 1 second, because it's interesting, right? You're saying he was just trying to exchange pieces. And I think a lot of lower-rated players have a tendency to want to do that because they feel, okay, exchanging pieces will get me maybe closer to a draw, closer to equality. What is your thoughts on that, and how do you think a lower-rated player should approach a game?
It's actually a very important part of sports psychology, and if you play with a defensive mindset, you tend to miss opportunities, which he did in this game. And it kind of helps me out because I did not have to do much. I got chances very easily. If he was playing someone maybe lower rated or his strength, he would have made very different moves, not exchange pieces. So when I was younger, I used to not do that, and that helped. Like, it depends. Like, there are some players who are very confident and they will play regardless, of who they're playing. They'll play their natural game. But it's not easy, of course, because with this ratings and all that, it's kind of instilled in our mind since we are younger. So it's not easy to get over it. Even if I play someone like a 2700 or 2600, it will be very difficult for me to play.
What do you tell yourself if you play someone 2600 to not fall into that trap of playing too passively or exchanging too many?
It will require a lot of mental preparation. Like, every few moves you have to remind yourself, I guess. So that's kind of what I do. Like, sometimes when the some situation comes, or like you start thinking about who you're playing or the result, it's a good thing to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths and try to get yourself back in the zone. Just focus on the game, I guess. It's easier said than done, but that's all you can do, I feel.
I feel that's a very interesting insight, and I mean, we have a lot of players here in Sitges playing with some of their first events, so hopefully they are watching and learning something from your expertise. So let's go back. You were happy to get this endgame.
Yeah, of course. He played rook c1. I played rook c6 because if I go to attack the pawn, then c6 and c7 comes in. Rook c6, and he stopped knight e4 with f3. Rook c8, attacking this pawn. Played bishop d6 and knight d7. And now he's losing the pawn. Okay.
Even if the pawn drops, are you confident the endgame is winning, or not so easy?
Yeah, I'm more confident because my opponent was, making some shaky moves, and he's playing very passively, so I was more confident because of that. And I think this is a favorable endgame, yeah? Even the pawn, and I have some activity. So after knight d7, a3 is a very critical move. He played this, and now I can just take it. Because if he takes with the rook, I get the bishop. So it's a nice trick to have. And he played b4. I think he missed this idea. But it is actually very interesting because if you take it, it's not very clear.
Because the pawn is looking very dangerous, Sunny.
And I calculated this. This was actually very critical. That after king f2, I can come back. And b7, I play rook d8. And if he queens, I take it, and f6. And I queen.
f6 is such a nice move to stop the bishop from coming back, and now the pawn is unstoppable, yeah?
So even if you have this, e5.
e5. That's such a wonderful...
So it would be nice if the game had finished this way, but it did not.
You still had to do some bit of work, yeah?
Some boring work, I'd say. And... so I played knight b6, and he cannot take it again because of this.
It's crazy how many tactics there still are despite the restricted material.
Especially from that opening, just a few, what you can say, bad moves, and the position becomes imbalanced. And I think he played Rook D1 here. He played E4 here, I think. I just took it, and I played Knight C4. Strange, I can't remember what he did because I was already winning, so I was quite relaxed now. So I think he played Rook C3, I think. Knight C4. Then he pushed, I took, and E5. I didn't want to allow E5. And he played Rook D3.
I mean, suddenly also this bishop is kind of stuck in your half of the board.
Then I played F6. The finish was pretty easy. He played King F2, I played King F7, push G4, King E6. And I played something like Rook A6 to stop this. He played Rook A2. He played King G3. He made my task not very difficult, I played something like Rook A4, Rook B3, Rook G8, H4, and I just took it. Yeah. I took here and I just played this. Yeah, and he resigned here.
With 2 extra pawns. Very nice game. I especially like this F6 stuff with the bishop.
That's the main point. I had to see that, otherwise it wouldn't be easy.
What went through your mind during the game when you saw that line?
I was kind of, admiring it. And that's a good thing to have. When you enjoy chess, I guess it becomes easier to play.
For sure. And with this win, you now move 3.5 out of 4. Let me ask you, did you come to Sitges with a specific goal in mind?
I'd like to, be in the top 5 or something, but I'm not thinking about it too much, just enjoying myself. This place is beautiful, so I try to do a lot of other activities also, other than just...
What kind of other activities? What have you been up to here?
Well, I do my workout every day, so that's very important for me. Especially before the game, I like to get in some exercise. Then just walk around a lot, and I sleep a lot.
I like your program, work out, sleep, eat, all the good stuff.
Yeah, and I eat like crazy because the food here is just amazing, I thought. And I like to try out different cuisines actually, so I don't have any restrictions. My friends are vegetarians, I feel sorry for them.
I'm also vegetarian. I still had a great time at dinner last night.
Actually, there are good vegetarian options here. It's not usually the case in Europe. So I think kudos to the organizers for that.
For sure. Well, Ritwitz, you know what time it is. It is dinner time, so I'm not going to keep you any longer. But thank you so much for showing us this really interesting game. A lot of also teaching moments about chess, but also about the chess psychology, I think, of playing higher-rated players.
So that was my opponent's main error, because he wouldn't have made such errors during the game if he had a positive mindset, I guess.
Thank you very much for sharing with us. Congrats on the win and best of luck with the rest of the tournament.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it, actually.
And we're going to head back to Angelika in the studio.
Thank you so much, Fiona. What a beautiful interview and also analysis on the board. That, by the way, is analysis location here at the Sunway Sitges International Chess Festival. And now I'm joined by another winner of the round number 4, outright, international master from France, Thibaut Dudonian.
Yeah, good. That was good.
Better than previous.
Yeah.
You won today against the top seed, Narayan SL. Please tell your emotions. How did you feel beating such a strong player also in such a beautiful fashion?
Yeah, I'm very happy about the game today. I mean, first of all, I was very happy to be able to play such a player because it's not something I do regularly, I would say. And yeah, the game, I thought I could just force a draw in the opening, but he wanted to play on, and I thought it was a very risky choice. And yeah, I'm very happy because I played really aggressive and it paid off. So I'm very happy about that.
So first, when you got the pairings out and you knew that you're going to face again against him, so he's the strongest in the field with less half a point, right? Yeah. So how did you approach this preparation? He's also been playing white pieces, so it's not probably something what you would like ideally.
Yeah, I mean, preparation, I didn't prepare too much because this kind of player can play everything. So I was expecting maybe one knight f3, one c4, or even one e4. So I didn't check too many lines, but yeah, he surprised me in the opening. But I got pretty lucky about the opening outcome, I think.
So let's dive into the game now. So let's see, how far was your opening
so after knight c6 on move 4, I knew the idea. If he takes on c4 here, queen c4, I knew the idea. I could play his e5, just like a bit in the game. Takes and bishop e6 and then knight g4. So this was my knowledge of the line. But he played knight bd2 first, and I didn't really know the difference, so I went a6. And okay, when he took, I was trying to find if there is any difference between the line I just mentioned, but I couldn't find any. So I just figured I will go for e5, and I guess it was a good move. I didn't know, but so
nothing too bad, right? Like knight on d2 doesn't change so much.
Yeah, and I thought maybe a6 for me is useful because it doesn't have the b5 square for his queen. So I thought it could be a good inclusion for me.
Very nice.
So I went here, and okay, here I was about to take on e5, and then I realized, okay, I have knight b4. I could basically just force a draw with knight b4 because I didn't see any squares for him to not repeat. If he goes on c3, I have knight d5, and even if he goes back on, let's say, queen d3,
so here queen d3,
g3, I still go knight b4 because if he trades the queen, it's very bad for him because he won't be able to stop all the forks. It's c2 and f2. It's not good for him. So
your knights are amazing from g4 from before just attacking.
Yeah, my knights are very good. So I thought he had to repeat, and when I saw queen b1, I was very surprised because it allows me bishop c5 with the tempo, and now I think it's very dangerous for him. So I think it is a very important moment here. I'm
just wondering for how long have he thought on this queen b1 move? So obviously he of course, like, he has so much more rating than you, so he wanted to try to beat you. Also playing with white pieces. So how much time did he spend on this queen b1?
I think he spent around 10 minutes because I guessed he knew it was pretty risky to play like this, but yeah, I mean, I was very surprised still because even if he's a stronger player, I think his position from king b1 just becomes very hard to play.
Of course. So bishop c5, of course, you saw it instantly.
And here I was thinking knight e4 at first.
So instead of
e3, and then I thought queen d5 was very good. Maybe it's not the d5.
Ah, wait, sorry, queen d5.
Yeah, I thought queen d5 was good here.
And then knight is.
And maybe some bishop f5 idea, rook d8. I thought I had a huge initiative in this position. So he went e3. And now, okay, I think I have to actually sacrifice because at first I was checking other possibilities like queen d5, but queen d5, bishop c4 now at this point, I think. And he can just win a tempo and maybe castle. So maybe trade first and then castle, I don't know.
Okay, take your first.
And queen d7 was also not good. I saw a move here. What was the move? Because I want bishop f5, but actually,
okay, maybe queen d7.
Now knight e4, I think.
Attacking the bishop. So
now knight e4
and now can you try sacrificing again? Or
but now the bishop on c1 is protecting. So I thought if I want to sacrifice, it's now. And
it's different.
I didn't know evaluation exactly, but I figured it was.
Good.
Okay. Yeah, now it's protecting.
Of course.
So I think I have to go for bishop e3 right away.
Yes.
And I didn't know how good it was, but it looked really good. So
computer says, I mean, at least chess.com computer says brilliant move.
Oh, okay.
so I guess.
Right. So it must be at least good. And here queen e4 I saw when I calculated bishop e3, and I thought bishop f5 was just very strong. It's a cute move because both knights are hanging, but both knights I will make a fork with the other knight, so you can't take any of them.
It's actually very beautiful, yes.
But I don't know if bishop a5 was the best move. Maybe bishop d5 too after I thought was a possibility. I don't know what was the best, but bishop a5 I thought it was good because now there is all kind of forks coming in on c2, and also, depending on his quiz go, on g2 and d3. So like what happened in the game. So yeah, queen f4. And here, okay, yeah, I decided to go for the queen. I had two options here, so I had to...
You can go with knight. Okay,
and I can also go knight d3 first, bishop d3 and knight g2.
What's the difference between...
But the difference is he will take my bishop at the end. I think it's less good. So king f2,
king f2,
knight
yes,
f4,
knight
bishop
takes.
f5. And I think that was not clear because my knight, I mean, I will probably go knight d3, but probably takes. And then he has good coordination. Or maybe even he doesn't have to take, actually. Maybe he can just move the king to g2. And, okay. His king is safe. I mean, safer than in the game. So that's why I went for the other one, because in the other line that I played,
first knight g2. So there the bishop is not hanging, first of all.
And now he takes with the g pawn, so that means the g file will be open and the king will be less safe even on the king side. But okay, I was not sure at all about the evaluation of this. I thought I would be a bit better because he is lacking development, but
of course, very sharp and crazy position to get in. I mean, is it something you hoped for? Because okay, you said okay, you're ready to go for a draw to repeat this moves, but
no, when he played queen b1, I thought okay, this is my chance. Actually, it's like since I have so much less rating, it's good for me sometimes to propose a repetition and ask him if he wants to go crazy, and I mean that's what
a good strategy.
And that's what I did. And after queen b1, no, I was playing for a win, of course. I thought it was very good for me. So check, and I thought okay, materially speaking, he's doing great, but his pieces are not developed yet, so maybe I can try to get his pieces blocked with the queen going to c2. So I think when queen c2.
Yeah, so somehow it's still if for example the knight would be like already somewhere out, like
and bishop out.
Yeah, bishop out, then okay, it's a really different story. But
he has no problem because he has 3 pieces for my queen, so it's not bad. But it's just that his pieces are lacking development and his king is not
so tough to untangle also how to find the plan. Okay, I see he played a3,
a4,
so he wants to go.
Was like he played very fast. I was very surprised. I thought he will go king g1 first, but I guess maybe it's... I mean, I was not sure about the evaluation of the position at all, actually. I thought I would be doing better, but a4, he wants to go rook a3, so that's why I went check, because now he can go back to g1.
Yes, of course.
So that's why I thought he would go king g1 first to protect his king before a4.
Okay, it looks logical, So
to try to hide before I do this check. But okay, it's still hard for him to untangle, I guess. But check, king g3, and here h5.
But maybe also because you don't have dark squared bishop and knight, it's not also maybe can be considered a safe square on g3, although okay, a pawn is running. But
I mean h5, I was threatening h4 check, knight takes, and rook takes.
Let's make some move, doesn't matter.
h4, knight takes, and rook takes. And then queen f2 at the end to win his rook and win all his pieces, basically.
And almost checkmate, by the way, here somewhere.
As well, But maybe rook g3, but okay, I will mate pretty soon. I can even go king e7 here, I think. To try to go rook h8.
Just going
maybe
for checkmate.
It's even better than
g6 and then checkmate somewhere.
Yeah, but okay, I can just take the rook also.
Of course.
So
knight h4 was played to
stop
knight
this? h4, and here I think I have to go what I did, rook d3, right? Yeah, because I have to stop rook a3. And now bishop
you have to stop this.
I mean, I'm not really stopping it, but at least I will break his pawn structure, I guess, when he does.
And once again, the pieces are tangled again. You pinned everything. Like it's amazing that he's trying always to untangle, but then you're still pinning. Now again, knight on f3 is pinned. King is 1 row in front. Yeah. But of course, it's not safer. Here.
Yeah, I mean, the king is not really in big danger, but it's just that all his pieces are not working so well together.
The bishop on c1 is the biggest problem.
Yeah, bishop on c1. So my point, when I went rook d3, actually, was to stop bishop e3, so it won't come out with tempo. And so he played. So I played bishop g4 here. My bishop was hanging, and then rook a3. I thought okay, I could just take and castle. And I was still very unsure about the evaluation of the position, actually.
But okay, now there is a passer.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. I have good pawn structure, so it should be good. But actually, in the game, I was not confident at all that I would be much better. I thought, okay, I have probably a better position, but I didn't know how much better it was. But then he started to play very fast in his position, played all the moves almost instantly. So he played f5. And okay, this was maybe a bit risky for me because all his pawns are becoming weak now. So I went rook e8, yeah. Oh, apparently not the best. Okay, I wanted to stop e6 or f6, so that's why I went.
But it's very logical, of course.
Yeah.
Just.
And aim for the e5 pawn in some position.
Yes.
So what did he play here?
h3.
h3, so yeah, I have to trade. Takes. And here queen c2, actually f5 is very hard to defend now. He can't go knight d4 because at the very least I have knight queen c3 check. He has to go back knight f3. So at the very least I had that. And okay, I didn't know exactly how much better I was still, so I don't know how to continue. But okay, he can't really go knight d4. And
so he went here.
So he went e6, yeah. But e6, okay, I was. I mean, maybe it's already too late for him. Actually, in the game, I didn't realize how bad his position was. I guess I was a bit lucky about that. So yeah, queen f5. I just take. Queen takes. I have to protect the rook, of course. And now, yeah, if he trades the rooks, I think my position should be winning because exactly of this all these pawns. a4 will fall as well, and I will have two passers. And his king is always like very weak, so it should be winning for me.
If it would be just pawns on one side of the board, would it be much more difficult? For
Yeah,
example,
I think
if it
it
be
should
2
be
against 1.
I think it should be a draw if there is no queenside pawns because free pieces are really hard to get to with the queen. I would say. So no, yeah, it's mainly because of the queen side. Yeah, mainly because of the queen side. Here went 95, and okay. At first, when I saw this move, when I calculated this line, I thought queen b3 check was nice, but then I realized I have this much stronger move, h4 check, what I did in the game. And the point if it goes king h2.
Sorry. King h2.
So that was logical. Now queen f2. And I'm pinning his bishop so he can't go bishop d5 check. And I'm attacking the rook. And if he goes rook e3, let's say, now I go rook takes e5, rook takes, and queen g3 check.
You're picking up.
Yeah.
And now queen against 2 bishops.
Yeah, this is easy win now. Yes. So yeah, h4, I guess he missed this move when he played knight e5. But okay, probably it was already very hard. And then,
of course, it's tough. And also you were low on the time, on the clock. So
yeah, he was catching up because at first he was much lower than me on the clock. But then he started to catch up because he was playing very fast.
So he went for king g4.
So king g4, and now queen e6 check. I think it just wins the piece because so if it goes king f4, let's say, I just go queen f6 check, and the knight will hold.
Yes.
And if it goes king f3, queen f6, bishop f4, I have g5. I'm just winning the bishop as well. And I saw he could go for one last trick in the game. So, yeah, king h4 he played, queen f6. So here he resigned, but I thought, okay, maybe bishop g5 you can try. Queen f2. King h5, let's say. And here, I wouldn't take the rook because I thought maybe bishop d5 he had some perpetuals with all his pieces. I was thinking maybe it's a draw. Okay, maybe not. Maybe king h7, bishop. He doesn't have the e4 square. Okay, I didn't.
He
see
doesn't
that.
have.
Yeah. Okay.
But okay, always good to be safe. Yeah.
So I just wanted to take the bishop here, and I thought, okay,
no troubles.
Yeah, no trouble.
But he resigned here.
Yeah. So very happy about that game actually.
Very beautiful game, and talking about this material imbalances, you got this queen against 3 pieces. I mean, how often do you get there? How much practice you have? Because it's like not that you're getting it every day. And so far, for example, what would be your score with the pieces against the queen and queen against pieces?
I don't even remember a game with queen against 3 pieces. I had games with queen versus 2 pieces. And I struggled to win, so I was thinking, okay, 3 pieces, it should be hard for the queen, but it was mostly about the position of his king and his development, I think. Because if the pieces can coordinate well together, I think even the pieces can just take over the queen.
But king has to be in the safety, not like in this game.
Yeah, king has to be safe, and he can create some threats with all these pieces after.
I have 2 more questions too before you go.
Yeah.
First of all, is that how special is Sitges for you? Is it first time for you coming here, or have you already played in this tournament before?
No, actually, it's a very special tournament for me because last time I played was the first time last year, and I made my final IM norm here. So it's very good memories for me because on the last round I made my IM norm.
Which year was it?
Last year.
Oh, so last year.
Last year, yeah. So that's why I
amazing.
decided, we took some friends.
So
and
this year you have to score the first GM norm.
Yeah, I mean that's
the plan.
That's the plan. But it didn't start as well as I wanted since I drew on round 1. But now I'm catching up a bit, so the hope is still on. But I'm just hoping to play good and enjoy. Very beautiful place. The tournament conditions are amazing, so I'm very happy to be here and play chess.
And final question to you. You know, there are also so many side events besides chess. Have you participated in something, or are you planning to participate?
Actually, not yet. Last year I participated in the ping pong tournament, and also we played the paddle, I think. But not this year, not yet. But I'm planning to play paddle probably with my friends. Actually, we love paddle, and it's very Spanish sport, so of course.
Of course, you have to do it.
So it's a very great tournament overall. I always recommend it to my friends, and I brought the friends here as well, and they are very happy so far.
There is a big French community here, big Chinese community and French.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Ivo, for your time. One more time, huge congratulations beating the top seed in such beautiful game. It's amazing, and we wish you best of luck.
Thank you.
Hopefully you'll come back and show more of your games. Hopefully, maybe the first GM norm. But okay, let's not jinx. We'll see. And now we're ready for the next interview in the analysis room, where Fiona is there with the next player. Let's go and head back to Fiona.
And we're back here in the analysis room at the Sunway Sitges Hotel. I'm delighted to be joined by Kirill Savchenko from Ukraine. Kirill!
Happy to be here. Yeah.
Very happy to have you. Before we talk about your game, you just told me something very interesting. This is your first tournament since 9 years.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. 9 years. Last tournament I have played was 2016, I think, Ukrainian Championship. And then I just quit chess. Not just quit classical games. I quit classical games, but I was playing chess comedy chess. I'm just, an amateur, some sort of, and I thought that maybe I can, go back to some classical chess, play just as I want to play it, and play it here. Also, really great country, very great place. So,
Very interesting decision after 9 years. What made you choose Sitges in particular to make your big comeback?
It's very simple. It's just the dates, because I have a vacation. It's pretty limited, and I just wanted to play somewhere on the specific dates, and that's why I chose Sitges. Because and also I think I really like Spain. I've been here a lot this year 3 times already. So this is the 3rd one. So this was pretty easy, simple choice for me. Yeah.
And are you happy with your decision?
For now, yes. I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to play again, and I enjoy playing. I enjoy staying here. I like the views. I like the nature, sea, and stuff. Also, I like that it's winter, but still it's pretty warm right now. So 15 degrees. It's great. We have less than 0 sometimes, So yeah.
And also, you told me you're here with your wife, who is not playing. Maybe for the people at home, this can be an encouraging thing to hear. Oh, it's a nice place to come with a partner or with family. She's happy as well?
Yeah, she's very happy. She's working. She's on vacation, I can say, but still, she's very happy with the nature, with the all surroundings. It's great climate, great atmosphere. So. She's very happy. She's very happy to be here. She's very happy to, spend some time here. So, yeah.
That's fantastic. We're about to see the very exciting game you played today. Just one final question before we jump into it. After the 9 years break, what was it like on the first day to sit back at the board and, play with pieces and not with a mouse again?
I mean, it was I felt kind of untrained to do so, but in general, I enjoyed it very, very, very much because I like to concentrate, I like to think, I like to play. I don't have like any ambition to be someone or to win the tournament or something, but I just want to play, I just want to make fun of it and to think, try to do my best. And for now, I think that's what I'm trying to do. So.
Today you did it very successfully. I already had a quick look at your game, and it was a lot of fun to play through it. So
yeah,
take it away.
Okay, all right. So we played Ray Lopez, and I've actually thought about this. I had some preparation for this game, and this is my Janis debut. So I've just played F5 first time and never played it, and I think it was a surprise for my opponent. But I saw that he was playing knight c3, so I was thinking about this move. I've also had some plans for d3, but still, knight c3 was like the main line for the preparation.
Funnily enough, I played the Janis myself, and I feel it's an opening that works very, very well when the opponents don't expect it.
Yeah, I mean, the idea was that when you play Ray Lopez, you want to play something like knight g2, knight f1 as a white, but Janis just creates some very wild lines where you just, if you're out of prep, if you don't remember, you can be even lost. So I mean, yeah, that's why I played Janis. I just wanted to surprise him, and I think it went very well. So here I just took knight e4. There's also a line with d5, but it's very complicated, so I played knight f6. There's a lot of moves, queen e2, d5. Here he took gf, so this is pretty much like, I think, one of the main lines. I saw previously he played knight g4, but it's not, I think, the great move. So I prepared this move first of all, but he played castle, and here bishop g4, h3, bishop h5, and g4. Here's like the position where I knew about bishop d6 move.
So we're still in your preparation.
Yeah, I mean, I knew about this move, but I didn't think that he will play gh. I didn't think he will take the idea of this a little bit of bluff, I guess, after bishop d6 is that I thought that he will be scared to play with 2000 gh. I mean, he would play something like d4, I thought, or something like this, and it will be pretty much balanced, I mean, game, but it's dynamic but balanced. But he played gh, and it was a surprise for me because, I mean, yeah, of course I should prepare this line, but it's very, very dangerous for white and very complicated, very dynamic. So maybe he thought that he should be more like principle. Yeah. So the principality of this move, I guess.
And what about you? Were you happy to see him take the challenge?
Not really, because I think I've prepared a lot of lines. I mean, Janis is wild.
I know.
Yeah, so I've prepared a lot of things. And GH I've prepared, but I forgot a little bit some lines. But still, I of course I've prepared GH because it's the main idea of bishop d6 to just sacrifice. So rook g8, queen h1, and queen d7 I think is forced. He took. I took because of spin I cannot take on h3, and the only move he played that doesn't lose is knight h2. Then I took. It's also forced. And here the only move, so I thought at the beginning that, if he plays queen f3, queen h4, it's lost. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's crazy to think this way, but still, rook g1, king e7, I mean, it's e4, and then queen h2, it's made. He didn't play that, unfortunately. He played f4, it's the best move and the only one. And here, actually, my preparation a little bit, I forgot a little bit what to play on f4. I thought for a second what to do. I mean, I remember just the idea of how to play this. So I have to just keep the pressure and keep my precious pieces.
Yes, because you have one less already than your opponent.
I should not, of course, I must not exchange the queens. I must not exchange the rooks, or if I do so, I need to be careful. I need to be sure that I have enough compensation because, I mean, I don't have a piece. So
but it's a very scary moment, right, to forget kind of what you looked at because you sacrificed the piece, and if he can consolidate.
Yeah, but I mean, I felt like it's more like positional. So in the long term, I felt like it's still enough for me to draw somehow. Even if he could somehow like coordinate his pieces, still I have. I will probably will eat the king side, and maybe later I will eat the queen side, and maybe exchange, and then it might be a situation, for example, queen and queen versus knight, and this is a draw. So
Also lots of potential maybe for some perpetual checks or something like that, yeah?
I mean, yeah. So, and also his king is very like unsafe, and I have a lot of pieces near his king. So, at the moment he could make a mistake, which he did, and even lose the game. But unfortunately, I didn't punish him for this.
Let's get to that.
Yeah. So here I played flank castle. I mean, it's logical just to hide my king and just connect my rooks. And then he played d4. I think it's pretty. Wait a minute. Yeah, I guess he played. No, sorry. He played not this. It's checkmate. So he played again.
Instead of f4.
Yeah, I mean f4 he played, but queen was on e2. I don't know why it's on d1 actually. It should be on e2. Yeah, it was on e2. I mean, so it's castle on castle d4, and then I took a moment to think about this position because it's crazy. I mean, the logical move is rook d to e8 because his idea is. I thought he was thinking about bishop e3 and then maybe rook g1 or something like this. So and ef, eg, I didn't like at the moment. I thought that maybe I don't know what I'm going to do with the center. Maybe I'm going to play e4, maybe I'm going to play ef, maybe eg. So I just want to keep the pressure. So I played rook e8. He played. Yeah, so he thought for a second he played rook f3 and queen h5. It's also forced. And here he played queen f1. So I think it's pretty logical because the idea is that he wants to exchange the queens after queen h3. And I thought that maybe it's like slow to. It's tempo slow game. If I will just play king b1, king b8 or something like that, I thought that he can easily coordinate like bishop d2 or bishop e3, and I mean I didn't know what to do, so I have calculated two things: eg and ef, and I think I've spent a lot of time here, most of my time. So the idea is that after eg or ef, any move, he couldn't play queen h3 because I just take. Rook e1 and it's mate, or not mate. I'm just winning a piece back. So that's why he didn't play that, and that was the idea at the moment, just to at least do this. So eg or ef. I thought about eg, bishop d2, and I couldn't evaluate the position correctly. I thought that maybe I can play something like queen g6, the idea to on c2, and maybe I'm having control on g line, but
also now you already have 2 pawns for the piece, right? So it's starting to be.
But these pawns are very weak. I mean, the structure is crazy. So I thought maybe f5, but I didn't know if this okay for me or not. So after this, I should retreat, unfortunately, because like this end game is not what I want. So if queen f7, it's not what I want either, because my queen is passive right now, and he could consolidate somehow, or maybe not. So it's a long game, it's a long shot, so I didn't know if I want this. That's why I thought
then
maybe.
You looked at e takes f.
No, I thought about eg, bishop d2, and f5 first. The idea was, just to prevent this. But I also didn't know if I want this, because, for example, queen h3, and queen g6, and maybe, I don't know what he could do here, but still, I don't understand what I want to do either. Or, for example, here, rook e1, what should I do after rook e1? If I want to exchange, I want to exchange on my rules, so maybe I would play rook e4. But rook e4 doesn't actually do anything there. So it's crazy that f4 is like almost defended by all pieces, and I cannot do anything here. But I mean, it's still game. It's still
some compensation.
Yeah, I mean,
for sure,
maybe computer. Of course, computer will say that. I mean, these lines are just some BS, and we should not do this. But still,
I mean, computers tend to say that about our games a lot, anyway. No?
Yeah. So it was pretty crazy for me to comprehend what's going on. So I played ef. So the idea was. So bishop here. So if he will play bishop d2, I thought that maybe I would play something like rook g3, bishop e1, rook e3, but I didn't calculate this very good.
Crazy.
Yeah, because after bishop g3, fg, the pawn is very, very dangerous. And after what move, what he can play, I don't know. So I mean,
I'm not even sure what can he play.
Yeah, I mean here I just take. Yeah, so I mean it's very, very dangerous with this pawn. but
I
he
like
could
this
play.
a lot. This rook g3, rook e3.
Yeah, it's well here. I mean, I have a threat, and after rook e3, maybe I can just take. I don't know how I can take. Maybe with rook, I guess. Yeah, because it's not enough with rook, and then play f3, and it's very very crazy, very dangerous for him. So bishop d2 is very bad. I mean, it's not bad, but it's dangerous. I don't know what again what computer will say. But after
You haven't seen the game with the computer.
I saw the game, it was balanced with zeros all the time until
Computers are so
the
crazy,
last
no?
moment. Yeah, I mean it's crazy. This kind of it's dynamic balance. So if you have zeros and you have like an extra piece, it means that the game is wild. So you have enough compensation, but how to do something with it, I don't know. So yeah, so it's dynamically balanced. So he played bishop f4. I took on f4, he took on f4, and I thought for a moment what to do here. I thought maybe I could play, as I played, rook e2. I thought about rook e3 for a moment. I thought that maybe this is a good move. But then I saw rook f3, and it turns out that queen h3 is a threat. So I thought about maybe some other moves, but I haven't found a better one than rook e2. Then just he retreats to f2, and then rook e4. I thought about this for a second, and I mean this pawn is hanging, and also maybe I will play something else, maybe rook g4 or maybe rook h4. I will just keep the pressure, and maybe this will be a balanced draw or something like this. I don't have any plan, but still he doesn't also have any plan. He couldn't consolidate. He cannot consolidate. Maybe I can eat some pawns and make it a draw this way, or maybe I can even win because I have a lot of like pawns. But my king is also not very safe. Sometimes there's checks, but it's like harmless check. So again, so he didn't play rook f2. He played rook h4. I actually didn't see that move at all. I thought about queen h4. But I don't want to exchange pieces because as much if I exchange a lot of pieces, that it will be a bad position for me. His king will feel like safer. So I played queen e8. Then he played check. And this is an interesting moment here. So I also thought for a second how to play because I thought about king d8. I didn't want at the moment to put king on b line because I thought that maybe
somewhere.
Yeah. So the idea is that maybe later when I will take this pawn by rook
There
or
will be
king, queen b3. Yeah. So it's not. But king d8 is also doesn't feel very good. Doesn't feel right. So king b7 I think is a good move still. Then what happened? He played rook f1, so he wanted to consolidate. But I don't think it's a mistake still. But I thought about he should play maybe king knight f3 and with some. I don't remember what was the idea of this, but maybe just to somehow to consolidate or take some space here with his knight. But he played rook f1. I have played bishop queen g6. I'm not threatening to take, but maybe I'm threatening to take with the rook later. Yeah, the idea is pretty simple, rook g4, rook h2. So he couldn't play that. And he played knight f3. It's logical, I guess. So I thought, I have calculated kind of this line, so queen c2, and I thought maybe king knight g1, and then I can play, so it's like rook hanging and queen b3 hanging, so rook e3 is a pretty interesting move. So after queen e3, queen g2 mate, and what he can do? He can play rook f3, and then maybe I can play like rook e1, or maybe there's a tactic here that I don't remember, maybe rook g1 or something. Yeah, so here, like, take, queen d1, and here I just take material back. And it's funny that rook f2, I just take, and it's...
the end game is winning suddenly, yeah?
Yeah, winning, yeah. So here I thought about this for a sec. I haven't played that. For some reason, I have played... Yeah, I think this is the right position. So, yeah, I could take on c2. Yeah. So what was the move? I was thinking about what should I play. I played rook g2. The idea is that maybe I can. I need a domination on both files, on G and second, horizontal. So somewhere I've calculated the line, like that we actually had in the game. So here after rook g2, I've calculated that he had rook h7, queen e4, queen d7, and I found rook g1, and I thought that rook g1 just make a draw and. Okay, that's fine for me because I don't know what to do here. I don't have any winning idea for now. And computer says, yes, that's right, I don't have any winning idea, but still it's very dangerous for white. So he played rook h7. Maybe he could play something else. I've calculated some other, like maybe rook h7 here and maybe rook e1, but I'm not sure about this line. Maybe with the idea to rook e7, but then I can play maybe queen f4, or I don't remember what was the tactics, maybe rook g1. I don't remember actually. But rook e1 I have also calculated at the moment, but he played queen d7, and I thought, so he had like seconds and had 2 minutes. Maybe
had seconds.
Yeah, he had seconds. I had like 4 minutes, I guess. And I found rook g1, like I found it on the move rook g2. And I thought that, okay, I have a draw, I need to think how to win. And just because I thought that rook g1 is a draw, I haven't even calculated afterwards. Yeah, so I thought
you stopped on the
I thought maybe if I want to win, I want to play queen f4 just to protect the pawn. And he could play something like rook h3, queen h3, and somehow it's not a consolidation, but still it's like somehow he keeps everything protected. So I didn't see how to win here, so I've just played rook g1, queen f3, king h2, and I thought that, okay, I mean, it's a draw. Queen f4, if he play king h3, I just take, and this is protected, and I'm winning. If he plays this, what can I do? I cannot do anything. So yeah, nothing. But here, it was crazy that I didn't think about trying to make his king walk a little bit to me. So queen f2, for example, he cannot play king h1 because mate, queen h3, queen e3 is a very powerful move. And here after king h2, queen g1, but after king h4, now he has a very bad position for the king. And I have queen f2, and queen f4, I guess, and rook g4 is mate. Queen, he cannot play with the queen, and if he plays here, I just take. Oh, I'm sorry. I just take the rook on g1 because he doesn't have any idea. I have extra pawn. His king. I mean, it's not about pawns anymore. It's about mate. So in this case, I didn't see that at all.
So queen e3 was the key.
Yeah, queen e3 was the key, and the idea that I can just make him walk a little bit to me. I mean, it was very not easy for me to comprehend this at the moment. I thought that this is a drawish line, and I have only repetition. And at the moment, even here, I should have think about it. I mean, after king h2, I think I should think maybe I can do something, but I didn't see it.
But you also didn't have that much time, and we all know as chess players in these situations, the time ticks down very fast, right?
Yeah, I mean, as I see some streams and I see some commentators, I mean, it's very boring to look at classical games sometimes. I mean, it's very boring. But when I play them, I don't actually feel the time. I think that I played a blitz or something. I mean, I've concentrated a lot on the move, and sometimes I can spend 1 hour on the one move. I mean, it's crazy. And here I could win, but I'm happy with the results still because I played a very good game, I think, and it was a prep, but it was not all prep. I had to do some moves, and it was pretty complicated position. So at the end of the day, I'm happy, and I think this game will be in my
best games collection.
Yeah, I'm like top 5, I guess, and the previous one that I played too. So yeah.
I think we are going to use this game for sure as a puzzle position. You mentioned your previous game. What happened yesterday?
I won with white. It was a Caro-Kann defense. I played with white, and it was a very interesting game. It was complicated. On the move 30, we have exchanged only a pawn and a piece. So it was a lot of like pieces on the board, and I've just I had king on g1, and then he moved all his pieces to the king side, almost except for queen, and I just moved my king just one move by one to the queen side, and then we had there something, and at the end of the day there was a lot of pressure in this game, and there was a lot of mistakes, of course. I mean, with computer it's easy to say, but the overall position was complex. It was not easy, and it was not very easy win. Like sometimes, somebody blundered, and you said, "Oh, he blundered, I won." It was a blunder in the end, but still, it was blunder under the pressure. So it means like, So it's pretty fair. It's also a pretty good game of mine. So yeah.
I love the energy you bring to the chessboard and to this tournament. I very much enjoyed seeing this game. One final question to you. What is your routine like here? Because you mentioned you prepare a little bit, but also, of course, your wife is here. What does a day look like for you?
I mean, she knows that I'm playing, that I'm preparing, that she cannot occupy this time. But in general, I mean, I try to sleep 8 hours and more, just to compensate the time that I'm playing and all this labor, hard labor on the board. And my routine is just I wake up, I go to the here to eat, and then I have a preparation time. It might take. It depends on the opponent. Depends on the situation of the opponents, like debut or something. But maybe sometimes it can take 1 hour. Sometimes it can take more, even like 3 hours and more.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So when I prepared Yanis, I prepared. I mean, a lot. I look at all the lines, and I didn't think about like checking this one at least. Very good.
Okay, it's impossible to check everything.
Of course, it's impossible, but I mean, I'm just in the case of preparation, I'm perfectionist. I'm trying to be the perfect, because I know the computer knows better than me. So I mean, it's better to memorize something, yeah. But still.
Kirill, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here, seeing this game, talking to you. It's so great having you in Sitges. Thank you so much for your time. Congrats on all the beautiful games and best of luck with the remaining ones.
Thank you. I was happy to be here and to analyze this game. Thank you.
I hope we'll see more of your games because I love the way you play chess. And for now, we are going to go to have a look at some of the side activities that are happening here this morning. There was a paella masterclass, so let's take a look at those highlights.
Vamos a iniciar. Les voy contando un poco lo que tenemos en cada mesa. Tenemos un sofrito que hacemos a base de cebolla, pimiento y tomate. Tenemos sepia triturada que la cocinamos a baja temperatura. Esto va a ser la base de la paella, ¿sí? Por otro lado tenemos un aceite de gambas con una infusión con cabezas de gambas, también a baja temperatura. Y por último tenemos un aceite que es de ajo y perejil, ¿sí? Vamos a hacer una paella para 4 personas, ¿sí? La paella del tamaño que tenemos en este momento es para 4 personas. Y luego tenemos cigalas, gambas, mejillones y almejas. Entonces vamos integrando de a poco. Lo que estamos haciendo es... Ok, muy bien.
I mean, a little bit of Instagram.
Exactly.
To take photos.
Put them nicely.
Exactly.
Spread them out.
Apagamos.
Sí. Es que la idea es remover un poquito ahora para que se integre esa...
¿Ve? Ahí tenemos un poco del socarrat que hablaba, ¿sí? Okay. Buena la Europa.
Campeones paella 2025 Sunway Sitges otra vez, ¿sí? Oye, equipazo, buenísimo. A ver.
Welcome back, dear viewers, to the highlight show of the round 4 of the Sunway Sitges International Chess Festival. We are back and we have another guest with us here, Madeline Weber, the representative of streamers, content creator community here in Sitges. How's it going for you, Maddie?
Oh my gosh, I'm playing like the tournament of my life right now. I'm playing up a section and suddenly doing well. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Amazing. We've seen your first round win against women grandmaster.
That was ugly.
But it was very funny that in first round already 2 streamers met against each other. What were your feelings coming into the game?
That was crazy because I was telling myself like, oh, I don't know if I want to stream my games because I have a lot of like weird things that I do during the game. Like I have to walk around, like I don't know, like mess with the pawn. You know how like everyone does that? So I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. And then boom, I'm on the streamer board. I was like, oh, it happens anyways. So
amazing. And tell please your username. Is it Maddie Plays Chess?
Yeah, Maddie Plays Chess.
Just so everyone who wants to follow or who is already following, it's her here. And I've seen your stories on that day because it was really funny, story that a few days before, I don't know, weeks before, you played against another women grandmaster and you beat her. And then you posted in the story that something. Should my opponent be?
I made like a funny comment because like everyone's been talking about it that I know about me playing the other WGM. So I was like, oh yeah, she should be scared. I'm known as like the WGM like takedown, whatever. And then suddenly I won the game, and I was like, yes, mic drop, meant to do that. Like
it was such a huge content because you did it not knowing that you're going to win. And Natasha is super strong.
Oh yeah, and I'm even in the game. I was looking at it like, well, I'm dead. Like this was over, and then huge turnaround. So
how many points do you have right now?
I have 2.5.
2.5. And you're playing in the A group, obviously.
Yeah, it's playing up.
Of course. That's great. And who did you play against today?
I played against, his name's Nicholas van der Valk or something.
And
he's like a 2160, yeah.
Oh, so much higher than you, and you beat him. So
and I did, yeah.
Let's go and watch your game.
Okay, yeah.
You already told me you played Jobava London. Is that something that you play
I love the Jobava London. I preached this opening because it's like so much fun and super open and just I can play whatever I want and confuse my opponent. So it's quite fun.
What's the reason you're playing it? Is it like you saw it something fun? Is it because Jobava is playing it and he was streaming?
I actually have an answer to this. I played in Belgium last year, and I played against a FIDE master who destroyed me with the Jobava London, and I was just so in awe that I was like, this is my opening now, and now I play it every single time I play white.
And today you destroyed 2100.
Exactly. Thank you to that FIDE master for kicking my butt.
Okay, so for how much was it all preparation? Of course, talking about Jobava London, most of the position you're getting are very similar to each other. There are, of course, nuances, but how far was the prep here?
I didn't prep.
That's an easy answer.
I just went for like whatever I was feeling right. Like that's kind of my whole thing with Jobava. Like I looked up my opponent and I thought he was going to play the Benoni, and I freaked out. I hate the Benoni, so I was very lucky that he went for this. So
it's funny because I've seen, I believe like last night, there was a story where you were so much discussing the game from yesterday, and I thought you will be so much fully into the preparation for this one. You're saying, okay,
it's like I woke up at like 1. I was like, we'll just go in and say whatever. Like. So yeah, this is a good time.
All right, so let's continue. So knight b5, of course,
this is
knight
all
d6.
theory, yeah. Bishop e7 I haven't really seen, but it's all the same ideas, so yeah.
And now knight e5, you're controlling the central square. c6, knight c3.
Knight c3. Yeah, so then from here, he did, what move is this? Move number 8. So he did knight b8, which I think knight c7 is regular theory, but just to make it so my bishop can't take, so. That works out for me. All right, here I went bishop d3. And from here he did, I think he went c5, regular theory to take. and he did.
Did he take or he played something?
Oh wait, I missed it. I did. So sorry. Go back.
It's okay.
Okay, so not C6. Yeah.
Sorry, not C5. Yeah?
Okay, not C5. Okay.
No worries.
Knight D7.
That's why we have score sheets.
Yep, exactly. Knight D7 first.
Okay.
Okay. I played A3 because I thought he was going to pin me before, whatever. And then this is where we played Bishop D3, so we would move behind.
Okay. So
wait, go back again.
okay. Let's go back.
Okay.
So here.
Okay.
We started.
So yes, Knight B8, Knight B8, A3.
First A3. Yes.
Then
not
the
to get
knight.
P97.
Then Bishop
now
D3.
Okay.
There we go. And then C5. Okay. Normal theory take, which was sort of wrong. Knight takes. And then this is where I decided, let's have some fun, and I played G4. A little bold, yeah.
That's fun. You know, like, this move was played on one of the top boards today. Grandmaster Dili from China. He went for, by the way, novelty in the opening. He played Rook G1, G4, and then he pushed, and it was like never played before. So second G4 we have in the round.
This was my plan. I was going for the Rook G1 idea. It just didn't happen very well because I played a bad move after this. So technically that was a bad move too. So he went Knight FD7. Which made sense. And then I did knight takes. I didn't really know what to do. I debated G5, but I thought I was going to lose there. So he did knight takes D3.
Oh.
Yeah. Pawn takes.
Pawn take. I wanted.
Yeah, I like my queen with my pawn over there. He did bishop takes. And then I did D4. He played B5, which made sense. I didn't know if B4 came with tempo, so I just played knight E2. Just to get away from there. Queen B6. Made a lot of sense there. I castled. Not fully sure why I castled, but I don't know. I didn't want to be checked, so why not? Rook AC8. Makes sense.
Of course, bringing the rook to the long diagonal.
I went King H1 to go for that Rook G1 idea. And then out of nowhere... Oh, no, first he did Rook C6. That made sense.
Just to double?
Yep. I went Knight C1, try to reroute my knight. And then this move I fully don't understand. You might have to explain this to me. But he went Rook A8. I was like, is that like an in-person misclick? Because I just did not understand. Like
mouse slip, yeah?
That's what I'm saying. I think it was a mouse slip. Because where is Rook A8 going? I'm so confused.
But of course, he definitely didn't slip from B8, but like some weird from C8.
Right, like you play Rook C6 to play Rook C8, but then the Rook went to A8. And I was like, oh, okay. Like,
so maybe it could be that he played Rook A to C8. He was considering Rook A to C8 or Rook F to C8, and then he's like, okay, I'll go Rook A to C8. And once he played it, then a couple of
he was
moves
like, nope, don't like it anymore.
Yeah, so now I need the Rook here and to spare like a tempo to bring it. But of course, like,
I still don't know why he wanted his Rook there though. Like, there's no breakthrough. So I was just very confused what you were going for with Rook A8.
Yeah, of course, like, dear viewers, it's always like you want to put your rooks on the open or semi-open files. Yes. or the files, maybe they are closed, but they about to open. And I think actually Rook is standing perfectly on F8.
Right.
Because there could be some opening file on the, like, F file could open anytime soon.
And so, it was going to open for sure. I was going to start pushing my pawns. So this Rook A8 move was extremely... I have no idea what was going on.
I saw Knight C1, and then Rook A8.
And then, Rook A8. So I played G5. And then again, he made this backwards move, Bishop E8. But I thought that one at least made slightly more sense.
He had some very interesting and strange
He was having some, like, inner, like, debate or something. Because his pieces did this weird reroute that I just couldn't put together what was going on. So... I was pretty happy though.
Of course.
Right, so I did Knight D3.
Okay, now with Knight at the perfect location, can jump everywhere.
Yep, he had to play F6 here. And then I took. And Bishop takes had to happen, but he did pawn takes. Yeah, so now we're going to get exciting.
That's very interesting. Yep. Opening up the G file.
Oh, yeah.
On one hand, it looks like he's bringing the pawn to F file. Now, looking at your pawns, they're all symmetrical, right? Like one pawn per each on H, F, E, D. So like all pawn structure is symmetrical, but he's opening up this G file. And what is great for you is that your king is already on H1 in the safety. You have Rook G1 coming. His bishops, I mean, he has a bishop pair, but it's not the perfect position where you want the bishop pair there.
I mean, I think I have a lot of easy ideas here. So I did Rook G1. And like... every single move I just had a plan. So, like, obviously if the king goes to F8 or F7, it was just mate. So, King H8, I was going to try Knight E5.
Probably some bishop.
Yeah, but it's just checkmate.
Oh, checkmate in 2. Wow.
Right. King on the F-files, checkmate no matter what. King H8, I debated on it, and I was between like Queen G4 and Knight E5.
Oh, beautiful move.
Yeah, it was going to be one of those two. But then he did Bishop G6 instead of moving the king.
So he... Sorry.
Yeah. So now we're going to get exciting. So Queen H5.
I feel like there is going to be sacrifice soon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So here he has to play King F7. I think everything else instantly loses. So I have to take. Rook takes G6. He took back.
Sacrifice.
Here we go. Here we go. Yep. And then Queen H7. Yep. King E8. I checked on G8. And again, I thought he was going to block with his bishop, and then I was just going to put a lot of pressure on F8. But he moved the king to D7 with a really interesting plan. So I took the rook, and Rook C8. My queen looks trapped.
But
I have Knight C5. Ooh. So I had a lot of different calculation here, which was if bishop takes, I was winning. But I thought he could play King D8 from the position instead, and then I had no clue what I was going to do. I was going to do maybe like a back and forth, maybe once, just to see if he was going to commit to it. But then I was going to take on E6 and then go queen takes A7 and just hope for the best. But he didn't do that. He took my knight.
So you were happy.
So I was very happy.
Have to calculate.
Exactly. So now I've got pawn takes, leaving my queen hanging in the corner, and now he got sad. So rook takes the queen. Rook takes queen.
Rook takes queen. Oh,
then I'm just up a piece.
Okay. And so from here we don't.
The
game continued.
The endgame was very pretty. I did end up sacking my rook for a pawn just to commit to promotion.
If you want to, you can look at it briefly.
We can do it pretty quick. This was quite so. Rook C1.
It was a few moves, right?
E5, Bishop G3, Rook A4, King G2, B4, take, Rook C2, and then King E6. I did King F1, King F5. I was very confused on this king reroute. Yep, King E2. He played. Oh, not King E2. I did. Sorry. I did Rook D2 first, and then he went. King E4. Now King E2, D4, F3, King back. And I was like, oh, the pawn's pinned. I don't even need to do that. I'll just go Bishop F2. Put some more pressure. Exactly. So then he went King C5, still pinned, sort of. So I was like, all right, we'll keep going. We'll go for F4.
Very nice.
Exactly.
Using, this is like opening technique usually, breaking the pawns that you're in the end game. It's so nice.
It's like you can't do anything. I'll just keep going. So then King D5, traded on E5, and then traded on D4. And then I calculated here, after King F3, other than the check, which didn't really make too much sense, the only move's B5. Otherwise, I can sack on D4, and then my king can run to the G-pawn faster. I was so excited. So he played B5. I went H4. Just try to get up that one tempo that I needed. Rook B3, King G4, King F4. Sorry, King F4.
Sorry. It doesn't matter.
Yep, King F4. Now he goes D3. He commits.
Okay.
Yeah, and then King G5, King E4, took the pawn. This is actually funny. If he goes King F3, I have Bishop C5, and he's just trapped. I was quite excited for that one, too.
He doesn't have a single move with a pawn with a rook.
Literally no move. So I was very excited. But no, he saw that. He went Rook B4.
Okay.
Yep. I pushed H5. He went Rook C4. Had a little miscalculation here, but I went Bishop H4 first because I was like, I don't want to be checked. But then he checks me. I can still block. King E3. And my pawn makes it first, so rook takes D3.
Oh, sacrifice a rook, and then the pawn is promoting.
H6, and he resigned.
Wow.
It's quite nice.
Very beautiful game. Yeah, I loved your G4 idea, just pushing forward. Yeah, very, very nice.
I like my forward moves. Just hope for the best, basically. Let a hope chess.
How were the other games? I know that basically you won the first game.
Yeah.
Then
the second game was brutal. My hope chess did not work very well. My pieces could not move at all. So it was quite funny to be brutally destroyed. I tried one trick at the end.
For a change.
Right, for a change. I tried one trick at the end where if he takes my rook, I even did like a whole, oh no, my rook. If he takes my rook, I had stalemate.
Oh, nice.
But no, it was checkmate. So
yeah. And then you played a draw against also higher rated opponent.
Yeah, I played like a 21 something. And I play a really awkward line of the French. So it confused him so much on move 6 that he took like the first 30 minutes, got into time pressure, and just didn't play a proper endgame. I didn't really either, but yeah.
That's so far amazing tournament.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy.
So tell please, how is your routine here going in Sitges? Because there are so many side events. You have so many friends here, so many other streamers. Share with us.
Well, I'm so jet lagged. That's step one. I did not sleep on the flight, which was not my brightest move. So I've been up until 3 a.m. and waking up at noon. And I like exploring the city around here. It is so cute. Like, we just went for like a big walk on the water today. Like, I really should be prepping chess, but we're on a beach. Like, I have to go see the beach. So it's been a lot of like just walking around and exploring the area. I did play in the Blitz tournament though, which was also quite fun. Didn't do super great, but I'll take my 4 points again because, again, to be in Group A, I was like, all right, I'm playing 2100.
In Bullet? Did you play?
In Blitz. I did not do Bullet. On the board, Bullet scares me.
So don't mix classical with Bullet, but you can mix it with Blitz.
Oh, for sure. Blitz is my jam. Like, on my like content creation, everyone knows like Blitz is my thing. The only thing is when I play Blitz, I normally trash talk, so I couldn't do it here. So, oh well.
I have like 2 more questions too. So first, if you could shortly tell how did you get into chess and into streaming, like shortly summing up. Of course, I know the story is long, but
yeah. So into chess, like my mom taught me how to play. She was like a not very good chess player, but I had that whole like woman in chess moment where like I was in a room full of guys, I didn't want to be there, I beat the best guy and then gained a lot of respect. So after that it was national tournaments, international tournaments, all that stuff. As for the streaming, I don't know. It was just like over the summer I was like, I just need something that like makes me really happy, and like chess makes me really happy.
Which summer?
This coming summer. I started my account 4 months ago, so that's
amazing. Now you're playing so many tournaments.
Now
you're
I'm
connecting
here
with people.
Yeah, so for starting 4 months ago, I'm still in like complete shock and just like so grateful for the whole experience.
Amazing.
But yeah, it was just like, this makes me happy. I'm just going to talk about something that makes me so happy, and a lot of people caught on. It was awesome. So yeah.
And final question to you, Maddie. Which other side events are you planning to play? Like you said, you played Blitz already. Have you participated in any master classes, or are you planning to?
I would love to. I've like also learned the other day. Right, if I'm not sleeping, I learned the other day that I need a coach. So I need to start like listening to some GM speak so that I can get better and not play these random sidelines. So to prepare for the next game as well. So, and maybe the Rapid. I like Rapid, so.
Okay, thank you so much, Maddie, for your time, for sharing us about the game and also telling about all those nice games. 2.5 points. It's really amazing to have. Best of luck to you. Hopefully you're going to join us and share more from
Thank you
the
for
games.
having me. This is awesome.
Okay, and dear viewers, we are now heading to Fiona, who is right now in analyzing room and chatting to many players. So let's see what's going on there.
I'm here with Kostya Kawutsky, who drew his game today. Kostya, thank you so much for joining me. You've already prepared a position for us. We're jumping straight into the middle game. Tell us a bit, what are we looking at here?
Yeah, so this is my game from today, round 4, and my opponent is 2200 from China, Wenbin Shao. And okay, so I reached this position out of the opening, and I thought white is better here. And basically the game got very complicated, so this was just a kind of a cool sequence of moves. So at this moment I decided to take dc5, which is a pretty big decision because now black is left with isolated queen pawn. He takes with the knight to make sure the pawn is defended, and then I went knight g4. And I believe this is a thematic idea because I'm just trying to trade off the knight on f6, bishop takes f6, and then d-pawn will be hanging. So black has to figure out what to do. I was thinking if he goes knight e4, for example, I really wanted to sacrifice here, bishop h6, with the idea takes, let's say knight takes, and then queen comes to h5 with maybe a strong attack.
It's very promising.
Yeah, right? But then I couldn't figure out f5 here, which is kind of a very cold-blooded defensive move, and now I'm losing a piece, and I didn't think I would have enough. So my idea actually was to play bishop e5 in this position, which I think is a better move, try to come to d4 and stabilize. Instead, the game actually went very sharp. So black takes on g4, queen g4, and now I'm threatening bishop takes h6, but he goes knight to d3. And so originally I was kind of counting on bishop h6 here, taking the pawn, but the problem is he has bishop f6, rook moves, and knight e5. And my queen is hit, I have to give up the pin, and I'm losing.
He always has this annoying intermezzos somehow.
Exactly, yeah, f5, knight e5, and exactly the kind of stuff I miss. But okay, I still felt I had options, and basically, yeah.
Does it make you maybe nervous is the wrong word, but you're calculating, you're seeing options, but then you're saying you have to be so very careful because you have tricks, but so does he. Does your tension rise a little bit? Do you feel like I have to be very careful here today?
Yeah, absolutely, because I lost in round 2 because I wasn't careful enough, and in general, when my opponent is playing aggressively, it's very stressful. I'd rather they try to just defend passively, and then maybe I win, maybe not, but yeah, when they're fighting back, no, it always makes me nervous. Okay, so here I ended up spending about half an hour because I was calculating basically this move, rook cd1, which I ended up playing, which is very critical because black can take this pawn on b2. And now there's a ton of complications here. I can take on h6, for example, but then bishop f6, and the rook is hanging, the knight is hanging. And the main line I was trying to make work here was knight takes d5, which I thought was the principled move. Now I'm threatening to take on f6, take on b7, so black should take the rook. I go rook takes d1. And basically I'm down in exchange, but I have a lot of threats. And the main reason I didn't go for this was because of this move, bishop c8. Again, with the intermezzo hitting the queen, my bishop is hanging. And I basically couldn't figure out how to make this work. Afterwards, my opponent and I, we looked at the engine together, and it showed us that white can just go simple move, queen h5. I was thinking queen f3 to try to attack.
The bishop would make sense.
But then I thought okay, rook a7, black gets out of the way, and I didn't see how I'm winning back the material, so I was a little bit nervous about this.
So what's the idea behind queen h5?
So queen h5, and now, okay, I didn't like this move because I thought, okay, you can just take my bishop here, and now I'm a full rook down. But then if I find knight f4 here, it turns out rook is hitting the queen, I'm hitting the rook in a corner, and basically I win the rook back. He has to move the queen. I take on a8, and I'm a pawn up, king is weak. So this, I think, would have been winning for white.
Nice.
But I just couldn't see far enough. So, yeah, I spent a long time trying to make something here work. So I also looked at knight d5 without taking on h6, maybe is better. Eventually, I decided on a different move. I ended up playing rook takes d5, which I thought was quite clever, because if he takes the rook, I would probably take with the knight. And I didn't see how black is going to keep the material, because...
your bishops... this bishop looking down...
Yeah.
The long diagonal, the other...
It looks very good, right?
Like
I should. Oh, and I have this very annoying threat, bishop e5, to win the knight. So this, I thought, this is why I went for it. I thought it looked good. But once again, I overlooked my opponent's reply here after rook takes d5, because he found very strong move, queen c8. Kind of cold shower moment. Because he hits my queen, he hits my knight, which is hanging. And if I trade queens, rook comes in, a knight is hanging, rook is hanging again. And basically white doesn't have anything, I have to trade queens.
What goes through your mind in that moment when the cold shower happens, queen c8 appears on the board, you haven't foreseen it, what happens?
Can I be honest? The F word.
We've all been there, I think.
That's usually the first thought. Sometimes the S word, just okay, what did I miss?
I love the honesty.
That's exactly what I thought. In an earlier round, I'm not sure if the mic picked it up, but I even said it.
We'll have to go back and find that footage. So okay, the F word, you've calmed down. You're like, well, I have to bite the bullet and swap queen.
Exactly. Thankfully, I can still bail out, because queen trade, rook comes, I have rook d2. We both traded knights, and the endgame ended up being drawn. So honestly, I'm not too upset I missed this knight d5, because it was kind of computery, all the details, but I do wish I went for a different line here when I spent 30 minutes. I do wish I had actually played this move, rook c2, instead of rook d1. So just defending the pawn, rook d1 is coming to hit d5, and I guess I thought black would go bishop f6, threatening knight b2, and basically would probably get this variation, which after takes, rook b3, bishop goes back, I win my pawn back on h6. I thought white should be better here, because long-term the d pawn is weak, and I have a lot of pawns on the king side. I have some h5, h6 ideas. So here I thought it's clear advantage. So I wish I'd gone for this at least. I thought, yeah, some chances.
So after the game, as you said, not too disappointed. Queen c8 was a cold shower. Could have been an even colder.
Could have been losing there. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And your opponent today a lot of these opponents, right, from India, from China, often very underrated. Had you found many of his games?
Yes, I did. Well, I found like a bunch of online games, which was very helpful. But yeah, I definitely thought he's underrated because he had not many games in the database for someone of his rating, like 20, 25 games. And a lot of those games I saw he's drawing with 17, 1800s from China, and I'm looking at the game and it's like very high level. So clearly those players are underrated, bringing down his rating, making him underrated. So of course, like, yeah, that's why I'm not too upset about the draw, because I think I drew, fairly strong player,
I love that mindset because I think players tend to be very disappointed when they drop points against lower rated opponents. Do you feel it's important for you and, especially in such a long tournament, to not get beaten down by one result?
Yes, absolutely. Actually, I think it's like one of the most important things in chess is how you bounce back from mistakes and losses, because no one will have a perfect tournament, and so you have to be able to play your best even after a bad day or a bad game.
And I have another question for you. I've been asking pretty much all my guests about what their preparation routine, daily routine looks like. You're, of course, here streaming. You're here with a big group of people. I know all of you are not just playing hard, but also working hard. So what does a day in Sitges in the life of Kostya look like?
Yeah, it's very fun. So I'm rooming with Zachary Sain, the chess nerd. And usually we wake up, we go to breakfast, probably with our laptops, so we can start preparing. And then there's several hours before the round, so at some point we try to do like a little bit of content. So either we film a reel or we edit a reel and we post it. And then I try to get in like 1.5 hours of prep. Not a whole lot because I don't want to like tire myself out. But yeah, actually the day ends up going by very quickly. It's like breakfast, short walk, a little bit of prep, a reel, and then it's already time to go to the round.
Very nice. And finally, you're so busy with Chess Dojo. You still play a lot. There's a lot going on. Do you still have actual tangible goals as a player?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my ultimate goal is to become a grandmaster, which I'm very, very far away. But I still enjoy chess. I like improving. So as long as I feel like I'm playing interesting chess, I'm learning new ideas, like I'm in the fight, then I very much enjoy playing, even though like the goal is very, very far away. But yeah, I'm absolutely still quite ambitious.
Kostya, I love the spirit. Thank you so much for your time, for showing us this interesting moment here. Lots of tactics, lots of intermezzos. Best of luck for tomorrow. And we're going to head back to the studio now where Angelika is ready with a very special guest.
And welcome back to the studio. Thank you so much, Fiona, for a beautiful interview with Kostya Kawutsky. By the way, Kostya Kawutsky lost in one of the earlier rounds to the brother of the guest we having here. Piotr Brzezina is from Poland, here in the studio of Sunway Sitges International Chess Festival. Piotr, it's a pleasure to have you here. You won your game, but I don't think you're too happy about it.
Yeah, well, I think that such battles between brothers should be like banned.
Illegal, yeah?
Yeah, especially when there are like 200 players, yeah.
It's crazy, dear viewers. Unfortunately, like the pairings were so that the two brothers had to face each other, and Pavel, who was in earlier days in the studio, who was sharing about his first victory against international master Kostya, and it was like this, that you had to face against each other. And there many times such things happened. For example, it's very famous in the top chess world. For example, sisters Muzyczuk, whenever they play each other, they agree on a draw. But you've been playing and you're battling out. Tell us, how did you approach it? Because it's so tough to play against brother, especially when both of you know each other's repertoires.
Yeah, so I tried to trick him in the opening, but it turned out that he tricked me. So we were playing like a normal game. It was, I think, pretty equal, but at some moment I blundered and he blundered, and yeah, crazy game.
And this is a brothers game, and I have here the first critical moment of the game. Okay, as you're saying, the game was pretty much even, and then somehow he managed to get this protected passer, which was, I think, very nice from him. But also your king was a bit too closer, and you tried to just try to break in the king side. And in this position, he went with the queen c6 check. So, what were your thoughts in this position?
Well, before I played king f3, actually.
Okay. So here.
Yes, I wanted to play knight c1, and I think it's one of the best moves. But I thought king f3, just centralizing, some queen e4 then, and that I'm simply better, but it wasn't as simple as it looks like.
Yeah, so h5 was played, and h3, and here queen c6.
Yeah, I simply missed queen c6, and after queen e4, just queen d7, and I'm like much worse. The pawn, there is a threat d3, and pawn on h3 is hanging.
And now what happens if you go back?
Just queen h3.
Oh, the pawn is hanging,
Yeah.
of course. So it's double attack. And so you went here with a 5. You had to try, right? What was your thought process here?
Well,
and also, how did you feel that your younger brother tricked you?
I offered him a draw, actually. Of course,
with a 5.
After queen e4, but he refused, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Which is a good decision,
So
but
here.
like I just thought there isn't any defensive way, I would say. Like f5, just the only move which keeps some play, I would say.
And here was apparently missed by him. So he had some time in the position. How much time did he spend? Because he pushed pawn to d3 in this position.
He was kind of surprised that I played f5, but of course I had something prepared after d3. My only hope was that he will take with the queen, and after knight f4, just I think go to that. This endgame should be a draw, yeah. Or not? I'm not sure, but it looks like I have some chances.
Okay, yeah. Computer is saying everything. Okay, maybe also because of the material. That's why also computer is saying there is still a chance for black to win in this endgame. But apparently computer says I think
yes,
takes, and my knight now knight f4.
Yeah, it should
by
be
the
a
way,
draw.
how do you defend? Okay, we have to push h4, yeah?
I'm not so sure. Maybe no. G4 just. G4 and king g4 and knight d3, and I think it's just a fortress. Yeah.
And then he cannot come through. Your king and the knight are defending.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Okay. But I think you would have spotted, like, if you would, if he would have taken. Of course, you would start to calculate. But
well, after pawn takes, I think I'm simply lost, because like queen d3, queen c6, king f2, and even queen e4, knight f4, something.
Wow.
Like this.
Did you see it during the game?
Yeah, but like I didn't like the position in general. Maybe bishop e5 even.
But I think he probably was in this position too happy, or I don't know, that okay, he got this position against you, and probably you were someone who is also teaching him, right, helping him to play, and you're a stronger player than him. Of course, probably he was happy, and maybe he blundered something in the along the lines. Okay, we cannot see unfortunately the time, but how much time did he spend for d3?
I don't know, like 4 to 5 minutes, I think.
So still he thought about this.
I'm kind of surprised that after d3 computer says that black is slightly better. I thought that I am already much better after knight f4.
Yeah, maybe computer is not really in such depth that it understands, but maybe So d2 now,
queen
and
e6. Queen e6 takes, of course, some obvious moves. Knight g6.
And then you're in time with the king to defend.
Yes, and actually I saw the drawing line here for him, and it's like h4, knight h5, and now he has to play bishop c3, and after g takes h4, bishop e5, only then.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, like this, and bishop e5, and he's even winning. I thought it's not so clear because he like drops my knight.
Yeah, your knight cannot move, and the pawns don't matter because they're stopped by
That's
your
right.
knight. Wow.
Yeah, so I have to play g4 check instead of taking on h4, and king e4, and I have to play g5, which I think should draw, or
okay.
What? King f5 and knight f6, or am I wrong?
Knight f6 he cannot take because there is knight e4.
Yeah.
Okay, so can he? No, but if he takes, then it's also
I just take
draw, right?
Yeah.
It's a draw, pawn endgame. So apparently there is something.
No, why it is not draw?
And we can cheat a bit and check. Some bishop d4,
Wow.
bishop b4. What?
There's an only move. Wow.
Bishop b4.
What's the idea?
So the idea to take, there is no fork any longer.
Knight d5 just taking, yeah.
Okay, this is tricky, but okay, you have to find it. It's very concrete. Okay. So bishop e5 was played, which was a mistake. So now g4 you have with a tempo, and you're picking up the pawn, right? So this is what happened in the game, and
yeah, I thought that I'm just winning here because king f3, of course, g5. Yeah, he has to play king f. No.
Computer says maybe. Okay, computer finds everything, of course. Maybe just keeping the king here and just playing with the bishop, so that after f5, maybe king after g5, king f5.
That's right.
So probably it was the best way.
Okay.
But okay, king f3 looks logical. You're going after the pawn. You want to promote your pawn, but
some counterplay. Of course, g5 and king e2. I think it's a good move. Because g6, I'm not sure, but I thought the g6 draws there. Yeah.
And now.
And knight f4. Yeah. I think
okay, you're picking up a pawn and basically just promoting your pawn, the fork, and the pawn is promotion. Well, Petr, still congratulations to you for this game. I mean, there was a roller coaster. Okay, first the opening went fine, then your brother tricked you, then you tricked him in the end game. At the end, well, the last person who is tricking someone is winning, as we see in this game. Is he very upset now? Are you talking to him? Like, were you talking to him much after the game, or?
Like, I think right now he's quite fine, but after the game he was very upset.
And you told me that you have already played against him in some other tournaments. How does it happen that you travel so many kilometers away and still manage to play against your brother?
I'm not sure. Very unlucky, I think, simply.
Which other tournament have you played against him? Or you were mentioning something?
Individual European Chess Championship.
But it's even worse there, right? Because it's...
there are like 600 players. Yeah, so... impossible.
This is
almost.
Crazy. And how did the game went? Did you win also?
No, the draw.
Draw. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, still, kudos to both of you for fighting, this game, because it could have been like draw, like everyone would play if you play with friends or like some sisters, like Muzachuk, they play always a draw. And I have a couple of questions to you. Is it your first time coming here, or have you already played in Sitges before?
Well, I have been there last year.
Last year, and how did it go for you?
Well, I started the same as here, like 3.5 out of 4. At the end, I was very happy because I earned 23 points.
Wow, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this year hopefully will be even better, but okay, since you have the great start. And have you participated in any side activities? What does your routine looks like here at the Sunway Sitges International Chess Festival?
Well, I just try to sleep a lot and eat good and prepare.
So fully focusing on chess, very serious, yes?
Yes, I think.
Yes. This is a good approach for classical chess. But also there are many side events. You can have fun here. Dear viewers, if you want, you can come to Sitges and enjoy and have fun as well. But of course, not to forget about chess. Thank you so much, Petr, for showing the game, for being here with us, and best of luck to you. Hopefully you'll come back to show some more brilliances.
I also hope so. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And dear viewers, today in the morning with Fiona, we've been to the very special place, one of the most famous wineries in Catalonia. So I suggest let's check a highlight video from that travels to the beautiful, beautiful winery, and we'll go on a break, so see you in a bit.
Here we put the grape juice of Grenache that comes from the nomadic press with the skins and with the PGFs. So with this tool, 3 times per day during 1 month, we mix it. And wine ferment here.
So this is all that manually?
Yes. and then this wine aged in clay amphoras during 1 month. Marta, it's our sparkling wine, and she was the winemaker. She was the wife of the owner. And this chapel, it's from 1895, neogothical style.
When they won the first prize for the wine in Lisbon.
And we have local grapes as Sunway Sitges and Grenache, Chareno, and we work with Syrah, Cabernet Sauvignon, Muscat. It's obligatory. All the grapes picked up in this area must
be produced here.
Yes.
To have the label according to the origin.
Welcome back, dear viewers, to the highlight show of the Sunway Sitges International Chess Festival. We are your hosts. My name is Angelica Valco, and I'm joined by amazing Women International Master Fiona Steil-Antony.
Thank you,
Fiona,
Angelica.
It's great to be reunited to you finally.
I know. I mean, yesterday and today we've worked alongside each other, but in different rooms. But now we're here. And this morning, as we just saw in the video, we were at the Torre del Bequer winery. How did you like it, our little trip?
It was really amazing. First I found out and saw that the building was from 14th century, and this part of the building, it looked so great, like coming here, feeling this history, showing the buildings. And I guess I know what's your favorite part was, but I'll still ask you, what's your favorite part from that?
I loved the paintings by Dali. I think you guessed it. I mean, he's such a extraordinary artist, and we learned that he actually spent quite a bit of time there. He painted some of his paintings there, and there were 3 little paintings that he had painted especially from them. One with a lobster. I mean, it was very funny. And so, yeah, we saw these original Dali paintings. I have to say, I came in, you told me yesterday, can we meet at 10:30? We're going to, and I thought we were just going to record something. I had no idea.
Just outside of the building, right?
I just thought, okay, yeah, no problem, I'll be there. So it was a really pleasant surprise. Amazing. And I'm curious to see what else they have in store for us, because this was really a special treat.
And one of these paintings is still used for the wine, to have it on the cover of the wine. We also saw it. It was really, really beautiful. So amazing visits. We're trying to explore Sitges, every day, trying to go somewhere and show you, dear viewers, what you could see if you come here to Sunway Sitges to participate in this event, because I feel like it's not a chess tournament, it's chess vacation. You explore.
I think Kirill mentioned that today during the show, right? He said it's like a like a chesscation almost, as you said. And it's and he said, I'm here with my wife. She doesn't play chess, but she's having a great time. She's enjoying, the lovely weather, the activities, but she's also doing some work. So I really think it's a great event to either play or to come with a family, to come with friends. And it's my first time here, and I'm...
For me as well.
Only been here just over a day, but loving every moment of it.
Absolutely. And also today we had some players like Piotr, who beat his brother, unfortunately had to face each other. They are coming with the whole family. Also, Sean Yu told that usually he's not coming really with family, but this tournament he's here with parents. We see them all in the dinner room, having dinner together. Also, this Chinese community, French community, with players uniting together. Amazing tournament.
The streamers community who are staying together. They are creating so much content. So yeah, it's great to see all these different people all enjoying Sitges and everything it has to offer. I was gonna look up what the activity is tomorrow, because there is activities all the time. I'm so sad I missed the tortilla and the cocktail masterclass, but still plenty more to come. I forgot to check what's on the program tomorrow morning, but I know it's on the program tomorrow evening, because 2 days from now is the rest day, which means that tomorrow evening is party time. So if you're anywhere close to Sitges, in Barcelona, for example, it's not too late to join us tomorrow night for a fun time.
It's going to be for sure probably the highlight of the tournament.
Will you be dancing?
Absolutely. I'll be dancing, playing chess, partying with you alongside, hopefully. And I think we'll get also amazing content from there. And
you'll only see me on the dance floor when there's no cameras anywhere around.
Really?
I can guarantee the viewers, if you're waiting to see me dance, you'll have to come here to see it. You will not see it on camera.
So in highlights video, there'll be no dancing.
No dancing, not by me anyway.
Well, Fiona, and today we also, besides all the fun, of course, there was serious fight happening on the boards. They were on top 6 boards. They were battling it out. Do you know the results? Who is currently leading the standings?
We mentioned this morning we had 12 players going into this round on a perfect score. Now we're down to just 3.
Exactly. So it's Jules Moussard. He won on the second board, because on the first board, Shushan Yu played a draw against Felix Ilinka. Ilinka played amazing tournament so far.
Yesterday,
also drawing
what
on
an amazing game.
Truly remarkable. Rook G5. There was also another draw on the third board. Unfortunately, Dai Shangguan didn't manage to win. There was a win for him, but he missed it. And Lidi was in the studio. By the way, it's his birthday today. I didn't know it. When I invited him, he was like, usually...
He mentioned it so casually.
Yes. He just said, like in Chinese, we have a tradition that usually you lose on your birthday.
What a birthday for him. What a game. If you missed it, you should rewind to the start of the show. He was your very first guest here in the studio, so definitely worth playing through. Then we saw a French duel on board 5 between Tom de Cunière and Joseph Guirel that ended in a draw. I saw them at dinner together. So again, the French group, never fun. I mean, you talked about the brothers being paired, friends being paired. So that was a draw, and not without some fight though. And finally, our last player to join the leaders group, the local player Josep Martinez, who beat Mikkel Jakobsen. So 3 players remain. What do you think? Tomorrow evening, will there be only one?
I hope so. I'm rooting for for one to be there, for other players to activate their
ambitious mode.
Exactly, yes, because I feel like whenever there is one person, everyone's trying to risk. So we're going to see a lot of fireworks on the board. That's what we are looking for. That we need a show. Exactly, yeah.
But the players do deliver. I mean, you mentioned, the surrounding, sitting there. The players mention it in the interview, sitting up there, looking out at the sea. I think everyone feels inspired. We've seen some great games already, and I'm sure we'll see plenty more tomorrow.
Of course. I mean, there's such a beautiful playing venue. When I first came upstairs to the 5th floor to see it, I couldn't believe exactly that it's possible to have such a beautiful playing venue. And it's actually perfect because the round starts at 4:30 p.m. and
which I love.
Yes, sleep late and play a bit later. And also the sunset is starting around 5 p.m. So it's perfect time. Whenever you start playing your games, the sun is going down, and it was mentioned already a couple of times by the guests that everyone is just looking outside how the beautiful sunset is.
And we actually see into our playing hall right there. Right now, there's no more sunset. It's completely dark outside. But there in the distance is, of course, the Mediterranean Sea. We cannot recommend highly enough. You come and check it out for yourselves next year. But Angelica, that brings us towards the end of a very fun day.
Absolutely. And Fiona, I want to ask you a final question for today. You can also ask me the same question back, but it's your first visit, and for me it's also my first visit. What would you say so far is your favorite part of this chess festival, if you could pick the top?
For me, if I put myself back into my playing days, I love being close to the water, and I've played in very few venues where I have this direct outlook onto the sea, and it's something not just when I play chess in general in life. I feel much happier and more energetic when I have the water around. So I love that. I love the late starting times. I love the activities, and we talk a lot about the activities, but of course it's up to the players. They can choose to participate or not. I mean,
of course,
you can of course also come and not take part in any activity. So I love that, just the atmosphere and everything that is being put on offer, that you either can do or cannot do. And I think Oscar and his team have just done such a fantastic job. When I search for tournament as a player, for me always the atmosphere is quite important. I want to play well, and I feel to play well I want to have a good time, and I feel here is the perfect place to do that.
Well, Fiona, I'm signing under each word of yours. The people are amazing here. The players are great.
And the food. Let's not forget the food.
The food is amazing, and every day, every evening, there is something new on the menu. And by the way, this is so far, I think, the best breakfast place where I had, because there is literally anything what you can do. Do you want hot chocolate for breakfast? There is going to be, but real hot chocolate.
I haven't been to breakfast yet, so you're making me think tomorrow is time.
Do you want churros for breakfast? You're getting churros. So basically anything what you want. Do you want jamón for breakfast? You're getting it. So anything you want. And every evening there is a new topic. There was a Mexican dinner. I'm looking forward to see what's tonight for the dinner.
You're making me hungry. I'm like, okay, Angelica, let's wrap this show up. It's dinner time.
So dear viewers, tomorrow we're going to be live at the same time from the same location from Sitges at 8 p.m. Central European time for the round 5 highlights. It's going to be the round before our first and the only rest day. So dear viewers, we're going to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.